Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by and giving me an ear, giving me an eye. Today I want to talk about Cameron and Jim Jones. Another beef that I see that's being created and being instigated by the powers that be, and also by YouTubers, content creators, people in their corners, people behind them, people in front of them. I just feel like these dudes are brothers and they can call each other behind the scenes, right? They have each other's number. They've been knowing each other for years. I feel like we don't need another beef. We don't need a new conflict. It's like, if it's just entertainment, it's not setting a good example. It's not setting a good example because the children, kids, people who are fans of these people are looking up to these guys, and when they see the people that they look up to that can't even get along, what do you think they do? They also follow in those footsteps, right? So my personal opinion is that these brothers should work out whatever beef it is and stop airing each other's dirty draws out on the internet for all these clickbaiters and YouTubians and TikTokers and all of these people to use their beef, use their problems that they're having with each other for clicks and likes and all of that. That's not what type of person I am. That's not what type of channel this is going to be. I would love to see brothers work things out. I'm sick of everything just being a beef. Like, what's going on with this? Like, I don't get it. It's like, why do people have to, why can't we all just get along, right? In the words of in the late, great Rodney King, why can't we just all get along? Is it that hard to get along with each other? Y'all got money. Both of y'all got money. You brothers is eating. Y'all helped each other eat. Y'all helped each other come up. I like the Dipset. I'm from California. I didn't really listen to them like that, right? But what I did hear from those brothers, I actually liked. I like Jim Jones. He could have picked a better name. Jim Jones, if you do the research on who Jim Jones was, it's like, why would you name yourself that? But anyway, that's a whole nother something. That was just weird to me. But anyway, I like his work. I like his music and stuff like that. Cameron, I like his lyrics. He's not the best, he's like not my flavor, he's not my flavor, but I can actually listen. I like a lot of the Dipset made some hits. I got to give credit where it's due. Dipset made some hits. So I can't even knock that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just doing this video because I feel like someone has to be the adult in the room and speak on things that are going to be positive and productive for their futures. Those brothers got kids. Those brothers have kids that are probably friends with each other. Nobody pays attention. Nobody looks at those aspects of it. The family and they've been knowing each other for years and stuff. And so I feel like they should talk off grid. They should talk to each other off grid and work out something to where they can become brothers and friends again. All this bashing each other on the internet for whatever reason, I really don't understand that. I think some things should be left off of the internet, off grid. Everything don't need to be on grid because everybody don't have your best intentions. You feel me? Like, everybody doesn't. There's so many trolls out there in the YouTube world and in the TikTok world and in the Facebook world and Instagram and all of these social media platforms. There's so many trolls, people looking to bash you, people looking to be negative towards you or have something negative to say. Or so it's like, when you guys put your business out here into the internet, it's way more negative people out there than it is positive. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this. This is from Is What It Is. Go subscribe to Is What It Is. Subscribe to the Cameron's show, Mace's show. They're doing a good job with their show. I love their content. I think they kind of don't, they instigate stuff a little bit, but it is what it is. I still respect them. I love their work. I'm just a hip hop fan, and I'm here to defend what's right, and I'm here to speak on what's wrong. So let's check this out a little bit. He's going to be talking about Cameron, and it just kind of hurts my heart a little bit because these dudes are brothers. They're brothers. I'm sure they're both hurting. I'm sure they're both hurting each other, right? Behind closed doors, they want to try to act all rah-rah, right? They have a certain image they have to portray, right? But these dudes is brothers. Regardless of what they say now, think about how they feel when the cameras are off, when the mics are off, when they land in the bed, looking at their ceiling at night, thinking about, I didn't want things to go this way. So I'm going to play a little bit. It bothers me, but the type of content that I like to do is the type of content to bring up certain points and just figure out if there's a way that these brothers can work it out. If you stick around at the end of this video, I have some solutions for these brothers. They're simple solutions. But maybe if they would go by these solutions, they would be able to work it out. I would like to see them do another album together. I don't want this to go to gunplay or violence or bashing each other. Like, we have enough of that in the world right now. Enough of that. Like, it's just too much of it. So check this out a little bit, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. My channel's new. I'm learning as I go. I'm not perfect, but in the long run, I'll be worth it. Just stick around and check this out for a minute.
I want y'all to go Google Cameron 1995 freestyle.
I remember that. Now I make money, niggas wanna be cool. I remember I got the jack.
Don't make it a habit. G around me, extinguish two in your cabinet. Where I'm from is like a ghost town.
He reminds me of MC8 from Compton's Most Wanted. He kind of sound like him a little bit, and the way his hair and the hat, he reminds me of MC8.
Bitch ass, look at the blown crown. Doggy, you take the way you say it's broad flush. I make your block hotter than that state that Bobby played.
Yeah, now go Google Mace, Cameron, Cardan, DJ Clue.
Niggas don't understand, son. The bullets in their cap and they can't run. Niggas all on top of you, beat you down with handguns. Bust back.
I didn't know that I didn't know Mace knew them back then. I didn't know that Mace goes that far back with them brothers, That's cool. And Mace and Cameron had a beef with each other too, right? But they was able to work it out. See what I'm saying? Now they got a show together. They eating together. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, family. I like to see brothers working stuff out. We can all make, it's enough money for everybody to make, right? It's enough room for everybody to eat. Like, let's just stop with this bickering, fighting thing, The world laughs at us. That's why the world laughs at us. That's why nobody respects us. As black man in America, I'm speaking of. Black man in America. We like at the lowest of the totem pole, so to speak. This is part of the reason why. Because people don't respect us because we don't respect ourselves. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, someone leave a comment. I'm a student. I'm a student. I could learn from you. I'm not one of these dudes that think they just know everything. Because everybody got something that you can learn from them. Even a child, even a 2-year-old baby can teach you something, right? But you got to be humble enough to accept that teaching that you get from them. So anyway, yeah, I didn't know Mace was go that far back, but that's cool to me.
Back slugs, but you never get the land one. Run with grimy niggas and doubt and shit your man done. You dream the world I'm living in. Wanna fuck the bitches I be swimming in. Cute, but don't confuse me as I'm feminine. Wilder than them cats that be rowdy to the Benjamin.
Google Children of the Corn 12-minute freestyle.
Like a blast mag, put niggas in trash bags, so dash bags will get your ass tagged. Hey yo, the gruff been rough for years. I be bucking queers and throw the ass down the fucking stairs. Stop to this and you a doom victim. Hey yo, I'm iller than that shit that fuck.
Pretty foul language. You wouldn't be able to even make an album like that nowadays with this cancel culture, right? That kind of sounded like Wu-Tang to me, like the old school Wu-Tang. That's pretty dope.
Up your immune system.
Google Bloodshed and Cameron, Children of the Corn freestyle.
I dare to ask to act up. You hear me? Yeah, I'd rather off that you near me. I'd rather have you fear me than have your mother cherry eyes style with candles.
That's real hip hop, folks. I miss that. That style, that energy. Right? Now it's all about ops. Kill everybody. I killed everybody. I'm gonna kill your homeboy. I'm gonna go dig up his grave and kill him. And then, it's just, it has been infiltrated, right? And I'm gonna keep saying that. It's just been, if hip hop, as much money as hip hop makes, just think about if all the rappers came together and created a corporation and created an organization. Do you know what that could do for the community? For different communities amongst, the states of America? But they got us so tripping. Like you more worried about your diamond. You got to have this big, ridiculous, ugly bracelet and this big, ridiculous, all kind of stuff hanging off your chest. All your money is going towards something, right, that you can't take when you die. You can't take none of that stuff with you when you die. You spend all of that money on these diamonds and all that stuff when you could be buying land. You could be buying real estate. Some of these rappers are smart, though. 50 Cent invested in other stuff. There are some rappers that's kind of waking up. But yeah, man, if all these brothers did that and invested, even if like Akon did. Akon is like, he did the right, like he went to Africa and just like, he way richer than all these rappers now. Because he did the right thing with his money. He didn't just go buy all kind of ridiculous chains and cars and stuff that you just that stuff is just material stuff, right? You're not going to be able to take it when you die. It has no value to your spirit, to your soul. It just doesn't. So anyway, let's keep going.
40 bottles, very eyes, no we lie.
But the young kid had to show his
Yeah,
pride.
see, I run with Mr. Kid. You'll have a twisted wig playing R. Kelly when you know my ass is a big.
Are you at any of these places? No, nigga. You was not there, man. You wasn't there, nigga.
King Instigator. Mace sitting there with the popcorn. Like, you just letting these two brothers fight. And you sit back and eating popcorn like you watching a show. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That don't resonate with my spirit because they all knew each other. This is not, think about it. That's like people you went to, high school with or just people you've been knowing for years. It should be handled better than this. That's my opinion. It should be handled better than this media outside, social media thing that they got going where they broadcasting their personal business and talking about each other. I just don't think that's cool. It's not it's not productive. It's making both of them look silly to me. When y'all brothers and y'all could have talked about this and handled this in a different type of way, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I'm just not feeling that type of stuff. I feel like the world already has enough rappers fighting and beefing and shooting and killing each other. And then here y'all come with this. Like, come on, bruh. I'm just not feeling that. But people don't, who am I? I'm just a small YouTuber, right? Who am I? So let's check it out.
This is what happened, how Jomo got cool with us. Them freestyles that we just showed y'all, go Google them, have fun with them when you get time. We were popping. It wasn't no internet. Mace, myself, Big L, even though Mace and Big L on the same page, Bloodshed, my man Herb McGruff, we were super duper popping in the street prior to the internet. Everybody knew we was about to get a record deal.
And that's when they was at their rawest, right? Prior to the internet. But then the internet comes, now you beefing, like now it's toxic now. See what I'm saying? Like the internet is a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse. It's like, I can remember when there wasn't an internet. The world was not the world that we live in today, right? It just wasn't. I can remember there were no emails, no internet. I remember having a phone book. I had to carry I didn't have a smartphone. I can remember pagers. I remember having a pager, right? The world was not like this. All this the trolling and people finding negative things to say, and just, you don't even know this person, but they all in your comments saying negative stuff about you. They don't know you and you don't know them. That's the world we live in today. It's sad. It's sad to me.
Everybody knew this, nigga. It wasn't no secret. Basically, you heard our freestyles. And you came up to me one day when I was chilling in front of the house. You said, and this word to my dead mother, yo, man, I heard the freestyles. Y'all killing shit. Yo, you know my grandmother died. If y'all want to come by and just hang out, y'all could. Y'all more than welcome. You're like, all right, Jomo, thanks. It didn't really make sense at the time because we like, yo, my nigga, where's Jomo inviting us to his house for? Even though he cool nigga. But it didn't make sense to be going to Jomo house. More freestyles come out. Yo, I heard the new shit you did. I heard the new shit you did. Yo, you want to come through? Come through. Why are we going to Jomo's house? Cool. One day, I'm leaving Mace's house on the west side, going back to the east side. I stop at Jomo's house. His grandmother died, God bless his dad. And he had a free crib. So yeah, I would bring some bitches over there.
All right. Look. I get what he's saying. If I'm the type of person where I could put myself in someone else's shoes to try to understand their perspective. So I do understand why he would have a problem or why he would be upset. And I can also understand why Jim Jones would be upset, right? But then at the same time, my point is, instead of talking like this on a platform, on a podcast or whatever, call the brother and just man to man be like, look, can we just say all that to him, not to the world, not to these trolls, not to people who don't care about you, who's only looking to instigate and I'm making my content in hopes that these brothers will work together and I want to see another album. I'm not making my content to instigate these two friends that's been knowing each other for years bash each other. That's not something that I want to see, right? And I don't want to see no other rapper beef with their, because it's too much of that. It's like part of the culture now. So I'm going to play a little bit more and then I'm going to get to what my solutions would be. They're simple. Couple of simple solutions that you can use in this scenario or in your own personal life when you have a conflict with someone that you have a problem with, that you've been knowing for years. So let's check it out. A little bit more.
Get the fuck sometime. A little crack maybe. I be at everybody's house though. I love my grandparents. My grandparents were strict. I stayed at Duke the God house. I stayed at Mace with Cuda. I stayed at her. I stayed a bunch of. I never needed nowhere to stay. You act like niggas on your couch. You was a fan, nigga. You begged us. You are a fan, nigga. A fan. We didn't grow up with you. I am from 140th and Lenox. I am from NFL Up the block was 40 Wolves. Lou Simpson's them on 142nd Cross Square. D Ferg on them at 8th Avenue. I don't see you around none of this. Shout out to my nigga, what's the nigga Final 4 billion them you start? You not from none of that. So you can sit around and act like you've been around all this Harlem shit and everything. You ever see somebody from Harlem try to act like they from Harlem so bad that you got to keep saying, I'm from Harlem? Niggas from Harlem know who's from Harlem. You don't have to keep saying you from Harlem.
I can't remember how many. I don't ever see him saying he from Harlem. He must know more than I do, but my point is these brothers need to work it out. They need to work out their stuff without airing it out to the internet. I don't agree with that. Maybe there's some other content creators. Y'all gonna see this on some other channels that they're instigating it and, you know, kind of like going back and forth. But I'm just saying that this is like, it's sad to me that brothers, we can't get along. What's up with that? We need to work on the get along thing. It's just been taken out of our psyche. The know-how, the need to want to befriend each other and in a brotherhood. Like, if we can only do that, then we would really see change in our life, in all of our lives, even in our communities and in this country. They keep us divided for a reason, man. And they infiltrated hip hop. That's why every rapper got beef with every rapper now. But we ain't smart enough to see that. We not really smart. Okay, I take that back. We are smart enough, but the money, I think, changes things. Money changes people, you know. So I'm gonna get to my thoughts on what the simple things that we can do, or they can do, you and I can do, any person can do to work things out. One is just stay calm, right? Before you approach a person, you know, make sure you calm. It's important to have a clear mind. When you're not calm, you can't think clear. So you might slip and say something that you really didn't mean, and you might say it out of anger. You know what I mean? Another one is communicate openly, right? You have an honest conversation about the issue. You know what I'm saying? Express how you feel without blaming and accusing each other, right? Because it'll never go nowhere, right? Listen actively. Give the other person a chance to express their side. You know what I'm saying? Really listen and understand their perspective. It's not all about you all the time. It's about both of you, right? And then find common ground. Look for areas where both parties can agree. You know what I'm saying? This can help build a foundation, resolving the conflict. Another one is apologize if needed. Be man or woman enough to apologize. Right? It's not all about you. Right? So we don't know how. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't know how to apologize nowadays. I noticed that. Right? If you in the wrong, own up to it. Own up to your mistakes. Apologize sincerely. Really mean it. That'll resonate with the person that you're upset with. That'll resonate. They'll feel that in their spirit. They'll feel that in their heart if you apologize and you're actually real with it, right? And seek compromise. Try to find a solution that works for the both of you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes give a little, take a little. It's not about winning. Stop trying to just win. See, this is what these brothers can do, right? These brothers can do these things. And I think that they would find a common ground if they would just think clear and do these things and stop trying to bash each other on the internet and you know, hurt each other and talk about who's over you a fan and this and that, because Jim Jones helped them brothers make money the same way they helped him make money. Stop trying to get a one up on each other. Like, this is a crab in the barrel. This is the crab in the barrel syndrome that black men we doing to each other. It's the crab in the barrel. When there's enough room and money and space and it's enough food for all of us to eat, you know? So, and then set boundaries, you know? If certain behaviors led to the dispute, discuss and set boundaries to prevent those things to happening in the future. Those are my thoughts, my opinion on this, what can work to set, you know, a foundation of understanding with each other. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'm not going to hold you up too much longer. If you stuck around this long, I really appreciate and I value your time, because time is the only thing in this world that actually has value to it. Time and family. Your time that you spend with someone, the time that you give someone is more important, because you don't get that back. Time is one of the only things you don't get back. So if anybody stuck around this long, I really appreciate your time. And if you find value in what I'm saying, like and subscribe and help me grow my channel, you know, because this is my new YouTube channel. I had one before, but I deleted all the stuff because I grew into a different person. I'm not the person then that I am today. So this is my new YouTube channel. Help and support it. Thank you. I'm out. Love and light.